for the purpose of the crimes I'm experiencing being prevented and exacerbated. I'm sharing personal information for the interest of the European Parliament that is aware of the corruption that has been occurring in County Kerry by individuals that have been of financial theft and fraud from my name, my earnings and my entitlements. There is currently false reporting occurring. There are exacerbatory crimes being conducted on behalf of individuals of the Kerry University Hospital that have been of defamation, misdiagnosis, malpractice and intellectual property theft from me and my personal belongings while illegally, unlawfully detained at Kerry University Hospital in 2017. Hence, we have COVID-19, mental health reform and other huge developments in health and well-being. So unfortunately, there's false reporting occurring at the moment. This is for the interest of European Parliament, European Council, all initiatives originating from Ireland, all legislation that has originated from Ireland since 2017 is actually from my professional portfolio. So any transactions with any individuals misrepresenting the truth, misrepresenting information, and that are responsible for financial theft or fraud or any intellectual property theft from me are actually not safe to be transacting business affairs or developments in policy making or legislation with. These people do not have ownership of the information that they are working with. They do not have ownership of the credentials and portfolio that I hold as a humanitarian and as a civil servant in 3 departments. So there are huge initiatives that have arisen from Ireland since 2017. These are actually subject to theft from me. So the European Parliament, I am making you aware how dangerous it is for these people to be supported. As we've seen already from County Kerry, there have been casualties as a consequence of very dangerous behaviours, ASBO behaviour, etc. And the issue of mental health practitioners playing a part in the scene of bad artists not selling a good story, artists writing a bad page, a bad line. This is really getting out of hand. These people slander. It really isn't making people's homes safe. So once we realise the level of danger that these people have created in society, the sooner we'll know how unsafe it is that we can't work with them. So they are not responsible for initiative reform or legislation that has arisen from the Brexit and COVID developments of my credentials, qualifications and my own personal professional portfolio. And as for the issue of my child being legally a missing person, that is another crime that's been conducted on the island of Ireland where there have been so many troubles. So as I'm of crime prevention, I would advise all authoritarians to err on the side of caution in such a short space of time. The royal protocol, the royal titles that I hold, being offended by individuals suffering from mental illness and offending the federation and fellowship that I represent, that is not making children safe. So those that are in bad faith, please be careful. Those that are living from legislation that has originated from me or spending wealth that I own that is stolen from me, I would advise Europe to be fully cognizant of how unsafe transaction or dealings with these people are due to the nature of high theft, high fraud and high corruption that was uncovered as a consequence of me from 2017 to 2019. Corruption has no place in a democracy. Corruption has occurred already, and those that are benefiting from my portfolio, please be careful not to offend it. There is bad faith at play and sufferers of identity issues are also present. So those offending royal titles, please be careful about the extent of crime that I've treated, that I've been confronted with, and the issue of my innocent child illegally from my care. Those committing crime will be condemned to repeat the error of their ways, as we've seen, unfortunately, due to the poor nature and untreated malaise of the mind that they are suffering from. So I hope those of zero tolerance are able to curb their ambitions and intentions to be of crime. Those of a zero tolerance policy, I sincerely am hopeful that COVID-19 protocol will be respected, and those that have sufferings of the mind to be false reporting people they don't know, that they haven't transacted with, those people that don't know how to keep their mouths clean and that are bad faith. I hope they understand the nature of ill faith and the federation and fellowships that I represent, and the contributions that I've been making to humanity in the form of Brexit and COVID-19, all subject to intellectual creative property theft. So this is just an update. The European Parliament, the European Council, you're aware of the huge changes